Hello, Undead Souls. It is Fallen Lord still here, back to bring you guys a top 10. Yes, I know I haven't done one yet, but today we're going to be bringing you the top 10 Dark Souls 2 weapons that I think are amazing. So, you know what? Why don't we jump right into it? For number 10, I went and I put the Moonlight Greatsword. The Moonlight Greatsword is just absolutely amazing in my opinion. It's great R1s, and the R2 combo is just fabulous. I love it. The R2 special is just what I think is just too overpowered. Like, people out there can hit you from like halfway across where Iron Keep is. I've actually hit a couple people by hitting the R2 a lot, and it's just been amazing how it looks. I've always loved it. It's just an overall great weapon, has great damage, and it's just completely amazing. Number 9, I have the Crypt Black Sword. I don't even know what to say about this weapon. This weapon is amazing. It's got fabulous roll punishes. It's got amazing damage if you imbued it with dark. It's just amazing. I love the weapon also. The double R1 is the roll punisher that can get people off so much. It's not even funny. I think it's just completely amazing. Number 8 is the Black Steel Katana. I know a lot of people are probably saying, why the heck is that number 1? Or why the heck is that even in there? Well, I love the Black Steel Katana a lot also, but I still think it's not the best, but it's still really good. The combos are amazing with it. It's just overall a great dex weapon if you're trying to go for a dex weapon. So, if you go for a double R1, that is just amazing, but you have to have it two-handed. Two-handed double R1, then an R2 is just, that's basically game winning right there, but it's easily parried, so watch out if you go for it. Number 7 is the Scythe of Want. It's a good hex weapon. If you want a hex build, I've actually used it a little bit, but I'm not using it in this video. I'm actually using a regular longsword that imbued with dark, and then the Mara Greatsword imbued with dark, which is still fabulous. I love both of them. I didn't put those on the list, I'm pretty sure, but they're still overall great weapons. Now, it's kind of hard to use also. The Scythe of Want is very hard to use. I'm still trying to get down with it. I've lost a lot of fights with it, let's just say that. I'm not that good of a player when it comes to Dark Souls, but I know how to win a little bit, but I'm still getting used to the Scythe of Want. It's a very good weapon overall, though, but it takes a lot of skill to use, let's just say that. So if you want to go ahead and use it, make sure you practice first before you just go in right to a game and think, oh, I'm going to easily kill this dude with the Scythe of Want. It has this much damage, and I'm going to just win. But it still takes a lot of skill to use. Number 6 might be a shocker to you guys, but it's the Greatsword. Yes, I should probably put this at number 1, but I love the weapon. I also hate it. Its damage is just out of this world. It does like 600 damage fully upgraded, and if you go ahead and you're like one of those people that just play the game like non-stop and you're like level 600 something and you imbue it with mundane, you can't win. You cannot win against that weapon. As soon as someone uses it, you're just completely screwed. Like, I mean, it's a good strength weapon, parried easily if you go for a double R1. It is just very parried easily, so a lot of people, like actually I just did a little bit ago, I easily parried its R1. It's an easy weapon to parry. Watch out if you're going to use it, because if people know how to parry easily and they go for that, you're basically dead. They can easily go for a parry. Number 5 is the S-Talk. The S-Talk is a phenomenal weapon. Got good damage, good for piercing through shields for the R2. I usually use that a lot whenever I'm fighting someone. I try to either go ahead or go for a shield break, or I just go straight for the shield pierce. Yeah, I was thinking for a second. But it's still really good. It's parried easily too. Watch that. I've got it parried a lot while using that weapon. It's just because people use it so much because the R2 can go right through a shield and just break it. Kind of like the... God, I can't remember these weapons. The shottle. Kind of like the shottle. But overall, still a good weapon. Good base damage. Good dex weapon if you want to use it. But I usually would probably end up using it with some kind of secondary weapon because it's still a little bit weak. Number 4, the Watcher Greatsword. God. The Watcher Greatsword is actually a really good weapon in my opinion. I go ahead and I imbue it with Raw. Kind of like if you ever seen Ouroboros. I actually took after him with that. I went and I imbued it with Raw, and I got some really good damage out of it. But still a good weapon overall. If you dual-handed, then hit an L2. If you two-handed, and then hit LT. Excuse me. If you hit LT, you will actually imbue it itself. It can imbue itself. What have I been saying? Imbued. Infuse itself with, I think, just regular magic. So yeah, it's still really good. You could easily do it with that. And yeah, it's still a really good overall weapon. It does a huge amount of damage. Not easily parried, except for if you go for the R2, the double R2. But the double R2 is just phenomenal if you get a combo with it. If you R1 once, and then you go for a double R2, you could easily knock someone out. It's just amazing. Number 3, I kind of got into a tie between two weapons because they're both in the same category and they're both really good weapons at the same time, which are the Red Iron Twin Blade and the Stone Twin Blade. I know you're thinking the Stone Twin Blade doesn't do that much damage, but it's still a good weapon with its combos. The combos are just phenomenal. It's like a Falchion. The Falchion's combos are amazing. It kind of, I think it has the Falchion somewhat move set, I think that's what I heard. But it does have a really unique move set that I love. But the Red Iron Twin Blade actually has to be my favorite a little more because that was my first ever weapon that I went through the whole entire game with. I went and I imbued it with Crystal Magic Weapon. I know it might sound like I'm so bad and all this stuff, but I was bad at the game back then. But it's still a very good weapon. It's got a nice amount of damage. It's parried easily also. A lot of people love to parry that weapon. So watch out also. It's overall my two favorite twin blades out of all of them. I've actually never had the magic one. I'm trying to remember what it was called, but whatever. I never actually had that one, and I didn't like the regular twin blade, so that wasn't in here. But they both have okay damage. Red Iron Twin Blade does have more though. For number 2, the Mastodon Halberd. The Mastodon Halberd is a great critical hit weapon with any backstab, riposte, or shield break. It will do a tremendous amount of damage if you riposte. But it's still a phenomenal weapon. Great spin attack. Just overall, just amazing. I love the weapon, and I'll always love it. It's just, that was another one of my starting weapons also. I came between the Red Iron Twin Blade and the Mastodon Halberd. I love them both. Now, I guess this is what you guys have all been waiting for. Number 1, the Broken Straight Sword. Oh my god, this weapon is just so great. Its damage is amazing. It's just so good. No, I don't even know. No, that was a bad joke. Okay, but seriously, number 1 is none other than the Falchion. I love the Falchion. It's just there it is right there. As soon as I'm saying it, it goes ahead and pops up. That is awesome. I love it. But the Falchion is just a phenomenal weapon. Ever since Dark Souls 1 to Dark Souls 2, it has just been amazing to me. Go ahead, it's a good dex weapon. Good strength. It's just amazing. Combos are amazing. I go ahead and I have to have another weapon in my hand. I'm pretty sure it's like the Spider Silk or something. I don't know what it is, but it goes ahead and it slows down your enemies if you two-hand it with an R2. And it slows them down, but it's just amazing with that weapon. Do that, then go ahead and go for a combo, then it's just amazing. But yeah, if anything, I would pick the Falchion. So, that's the video, guys. I hope you go ahead and have a great day. See ya.